you good? Okay, whatever. Good morning, America, again. I would first of all like to thank the meritorious people here at Background High for hosting us. Our Republican Party Chairman, Juan Miguel, and of course, Mr. Marsh. I am Mac Mills. I am a member of the United States House of Representatives. I represent Minnesota, and I would like to be your president. I am the first Republican elected into the House of Representatives. I am devoted to my family. My wife and I were inspired to join the pro-life movement in 1976. This movement made me become so passionate about social issues such as abortion and gay marriage, and I will fight when I get into that first week in office to make those my priority fixes number one. We support the fight against terrorism as Republicans, and I will, if you elect me, guarantee that I will work tirelessly till our country is safe. We will finish off Al-Qaeda and the Taliban once and for all in the Middle East. Not only that, but America will once again prosper as the great country that it is by bringing justice to all global criminals and terrorism threats. You heard of the Coney 2012 movement? I can assure the American people that there will be no Coney in 2013. As a member of Congress, I know about issues such as education. We will bring education back to the people themselves, the parents, the teachers, and the schools, instead of the federal government. Healthcare is another issue that needs major fixing and stabilizing. Currently, we are witnessing an incredible denial of individual rights and unconstitutional ways with the President's current Berry care. Do you want the government stealing money out of your pocket? Because that's what he's doing. My opponent has not been the leader that our country needs. I will get health care, just like education, back to the states and the people where it belongs, because we as a country need to decide on these issues together, and I cannot watch the American public suffer from the lack of good health care for 4 more years. It's clear that the President cannot get anything passed by Congress. I can assure you that as President, Congress and I will be working as one, rather than working as opposites. After all, the Republicans own the House. Whose house? Our house. Along with our House, it's going to be our Senate too. Say goodbye to political gridlock. Currently, there are more races going on in the Senate which need to be won for the good of this country as a whole. I would like to send out my personal endorsement to George Allen of Virginia. He's a great congressman, and I sincerely hope the American people offer him back into Congress. Linda McMahon is a great candidate for Senate this election year out of Connecticut. She, as well as Dean Heller from Nevada, are both in agreement with me that we need a new health care plan and will help me implement it. I would also like to endorse Scott Brown out of Massachusetts, a man with moderate, everyman vibe. Charlie Summers is running for Senate in Maine. He will be a great addition to our Senate. Ladies and gentlemen, for heaven's sake, we need to look at the economy. The unemployment is still high as a kite. Your president simply isn't creating enough jobs for the American public. I know that I stand with all Americans when I say, he shall stymie us no more. One of my favorite verses from the Bible, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope in the future. One of our biggest advantages is that we don't have any disadvantages. However, one of our disadvantages is that we can't improve on anything. God bless America. I'm sure that my point has gotten across, that we aren't very merry with Barry. But I can promise the American people that they'll be raking in the bills if they vote no.